Dear learners, now we are going to see the transient behavior of the system based on the pattern of location of poles. So from that we are going to compare the performance of different system based on the pole pattern.
Here all the poles are in a radially outward line. So let us consider this is system 1, system 2, system 3. So all are having same radially outward line, that is their angle with respect to negative real axis and the line joining between pole and origin remains same, which indicates that this theta is nothing but your cos theta. If theta is same, your zeta are remain same. If zetas are same, what is under indication? Your peak overshoot are same for all the systems. Okay, so we are showing only one part, so obviously their complex conjugate pal located here, so their MPs are same. That information we are obtained from the location of this system. Okay, so but the others rise time and peak times are differ and settling times are differ. That depends upon the real part and imaginary part. From this pole pattern we are understood that all the systems are having same peak overshoot since their zeta remain same. Okay, so this diagram represents different radially outward line. So let us consider this line may be zeta 1, this may be considered zeta 2. So this line having theta 1 and this line having theta 2. So any poles located along the line having same damping ratio, but this theta 1 having with respect to theta 1, so this theta 1 is lesser than theta 2. Obviously your zeta 1 is a larger value than zeta 2, so your peak overshoot 1 which should be very less than peak overshoot 2. That information we can gather from this. Theta is a larger value. Okay, obviously your zeta will be very lesser value, so peak overshoot will be larger. Okay, that information we can gather from this if poles lies on a but a same radial outward line, the zeta remain same, peak overshoots are remain same. So here we can consider the poles are located in on the circumference of the circle. Okay, so here poles located at different part. So what is the observation? So for all the location, the distance between the pole and origin remains same. So from that what you understand that omega n are same. That is the observation from this pole pattern. Okay, so obviously your rise time as well as your peak time are inversely proportional to omega n. So which indicates that omega n is indicative measure of speed of the system response. If omega n is larger value, obviously system will be quick responding system. So what may be the different family of curve? So here this is one omega n, this is another omega n, this is, so let us consider omega n1, omega n2. So obviously omega n2 are larger than omega n1. So this is faster than system has omega n1. So that observation we can obtain. Since the frequency is very large, so this is a very quick responding system. So that information we can gather from this. But along the circular path, all the poles having same omega n, that information we can gather from this pole pattern. So here all the poles have system having same imaginary part, that is same omega d. Okay, because you know pole pattern is nothing but minus theta omega n plus or minus j omega d. So if imaginary parts are same, so their omega d's are same. Same damped frequency, what is the indication? we know well your Tp, that is nothing but pi by omega d. If omega d are same, obviously your peak time are same. That information we can gather from this. We can consider this. So both the system have same peak time, but they are different in other character, because so this value having 1 zeta omega n, okay, we can have this is another 1 zeta omega n, this may be considered 1, this may be considered 2. So obviously if it is larger value, the settling time will be quick, okay, because settling time generally inversely proportional to your zeta omega n value. That's why we can easily consider. So system 2 has quick settled than system 1, but having same omega d, we can observe that the peak times are same. So other characteristics that differ, that is the difference upon their real part. So here we can consider the systems are having same real part, that is their zeta omega n are same, but they are differ in their omega d, okay. If zeta omega n are same, so what is the indication? Your settling time, that is equal to 3 by zeta omega n, or we can consider 4 by zeta omega n. That is the real part are same, obviously your settling time are same. So almost that's why that indicates from the envelope of 3 responses are same. So time constant of these envelopes are same. So all the systems are having same settling time. If real parts are same, settling times are same, but depends upon this having a large damping omega d, so their frequency, system 3 having a frequency are larger than system 1, okay. So that response will be differ. So that is your peak time, and that the remaining things are differ, but their settling times are same. So that information we can gather from this. So this diagram have complete picture about entire what we have seen. So just this line, one radial outward line, this is another one radially outward line. If any poles lies on this having same overshoot, so we may consider this theta 1, that may be zeta 1, this may be consider your theta 2, the damping ratio will be zeta 2. So obviously theta 1 is less than theta 2, obviously your zeta 1 is larger than zeta 2, so percentage overshoot 1 is less than percentage overshoot 2. That information we can obtain. So any pole lies on here always having same overshoot, okay. So overshoot 2, this is the information we can gather from this. So another information we can gather from this same real part. Let us assume any poles lies on here, they are having same settling time, that is TS1, okay, that is they are having zeta omega n 1. At the same time, if any system having this locations, again they are having same settling time, that is TS2. So what is the difference between TS1 and TS2? Since your zeta omega n 1 is less than zeta omega n 2, so obviously your TS1 is larger than TS2, since TS is inversely proportional to zeta omega n value, okay. That information we can gather, but along the same real axis the settling times are same. If the real part is larger, your settling times are lesser. That information we can gather from this. And another one information having same imaginary part. So if any pole lies on here, they are having same peak time TP1. If any poles lies on here, they are also having same TP2. What is the difference between TP1 and TP2? We can consider this is omega D1, this way we consider omega D2. So omega D1 is less than omega D2, okay. So obviously your peak time are inversely proportional to omega D. So omega d is lesser, obviously your Tp1 are larger than Tp2. So that information we can gather from this. Okay.
So now we have concluded that if poles are lies on a same radially outward line, the zeta remains same, so peak overshoots are same. If all system having same real part having same settling time. Similarly, we conclude another one conclusion that if poles are having same imaginary part, their peak times are same. If poles are lies on a same circular path, we can conclude that all the system have same omega n. Thank you.